let's go. Day before Halloween, decorating the office. Very interesting place tomorrow will be. And it is quite amazing, well, I'm quite amazing now at this point, of actually how much light I've got, because it's pitch black. We put the clocks back on Saturday night and it's very, very dark and dark. But clear. Dark and clear? That makes no sense. It's a gorgeous light actually. So I'm totally amazed by this light. I'm just going to talk about the lights. I'm going to do a whole vlog about light. That's probably the end of that. Halloween. What does it mean to you? Sky is in a very interesting colour. It does look like it's the moon. Got a few things to do tonight. Website tweaks. A few bits and bobs for Becky's website, which I remember said before, RebeccaAnn.photography. Check it out. Hopefully, we'll get some fun stuff done as well. Boom, boom, boom. Big scary hands. Oh my word. Ah! How bizarre is that? That's the most bizarre scary thing. Ah! Yes, I am an absolute child. I will admit it. This is tough. Halloween costumes, tough. You seem to be going with a school theme for some reason. I have no idea why, but very little in the option of where I've just been of school type stuff. So I've got an idea, see how it pans out. I've got a few bits, also got some lovely nice things, because Finks unfortunately is sick, sore throat, horrible temperature and all that nasty stuff. So I've got some trifle and some ice cream. So yeah, so let's see how this plan comes off. Halloween, even though it's not Halloween yet, I think I might be fixed for a cunning plan, so let's see how it turns out. Who knows? Amongst all of that going on, something that I saw today, and I thought there's a very good point in this, and something that I think I've probably been doing it from in some ways conscious way, but in other ways sort of not conscious, unconscious even. I have such a way with words, it's amazing. Anyway, something that I think I've sort of done, say partly consciously but partly subconsciously, was the fact that, and my friend Jelena did a podcast on this, a wake up call recently, but it's basically sort of turn your mess into your message, and that got me thinking about actually how powerfully true that is, because something that we often do, we go through life and there is that sort of facade, there is that barrier that we maybe put up to keep, if we've got any kind of bad stuff, any sort of problems or any kind of failure, I guess, to be honest, we sort of, it's hard to admit that to the outside world, and so easy to sort of put up some sort of barrier or this facade. Almost, I know I've sort of been guilty of this with the sort of like duality of living with depression, and kind of to the outside world you're perfectly fine, and this is something that, and I think it sort of gets exaggerated massively with sort of life these days with social media, because what you put out on social media is your sort of almost like your stage, your act, and you can easily hide behind that and not really sort of share your real passion, your real life, your real kind of fears and dark moments with the world, because it's embarrassing to do that. It's hard to kind of just open up and go, this is me, and sort of faults and all, and you're good and bad, where most people just want to put on, and I think it's human nature, just want to put on that front, and only will sort of put out the fact that, here I am on holiday, or here I am at this restaurant and look at my great life, where actually behind the scenes there's they're kind of crying, you know, and sad, and it's hard to kind of know where reality and sort of almost fantasy, if you like, world, kind of where that line is, and that's the difficult thing. So the whole thing about, you know, make your mesh your message is the fact that because there's this sort of falseness out there, and almost to a degree nobody sort of believes that people are honest. When you are bluntly honest and bluntly yourself, and, you know, open up and say, this is me, you know, I've failed at this, this worked but this didn't work, etc. It's such a sort of breath of fresh air that people aren't expecting it, and that sort of openness just brings people in, because it makes you stand out massively. Now, whether that's through something artistic, sort of creation, or business, or, you know, anything like that, that openness, either way, whether it is business or an artistic or sort of creative outlet, people connect with people. So ultimately, either way, you're selling. You're either selling a product or a service, or you're selling yourself. And when you open yourself up and you're kind of, you know, that true, honest, exactly, you know, as you are, your just genuine self, it's amazing how people actually warm to you and sort of almost invite you into their lives and open up to you. And then once that happens, rapport is immediate. And then from that point, you're building relationships, and that's the way to kind of build a business, build a following, build a tribe, however you want to call it. But that kind of interaction comes from that openness and honesty, rather than this kind of false facade thing that, you know, we all seem to be doing these days on social media. And it's difficult. That's the thing. It's not easy just to open up and to sort of show the world who you really are, and whether it's sad, happy, everything. And, you know, I think it's something that I've been very aware of this year, of kind of opening up and being sort of hands up, you know, my good points, my bad points. I don't think I'm quite 100% there yet, but I'm definitely better and getting there. But I think and I've noticed a sort of a shift in how people kind of take me and approach me and things like that, because there's no falseness. It's, you know, I am who I am. That's me, and I'm being honest and say good things, bad things, this worked, this didn't work. But the key is, and this is the fundamental message, people know me, there is no bullshit. You know, this is real, this is it. There's no kind of, I'm sort of undercover, I'm doing this, I'm saying this, but actually doing something else. No, I just tell it how it is. And that's, to make that decision has been difficult, and it's very difficult, but the upsides way outweigh the downsides. And, you know, just being that honest, open, be you. I mean, obviously you've said it a million times, be the honest, open you, and in whatever you're doing. You know, don't kind of feel there's that need to hide behind this sort of bravado or this front or whatever, because the other upside of that is then there's nothing for anyone to sort of, you know, attack or put down, because you can't, there's nothing for them to knock them, because it's you. And the pushback on that may be, well, yeah, but if you open yourself up to this just being you, and someone doesn't like you and attacks you and you got haters, then they're attacking you. Yes, let's be honest, that's true. But because you're being your genuine self, you have nothing to lose. Because if someone's hating on you for some content you've created, or a post you put somewhere, or a video you've made, or a particular business promotion you've done, if someone's kind of attacking you for that, who cares? Why does it matter? Because you are being you're being your authentic self, and so there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Someone could not like it, fine. You know, it's a completely free world and people are allowed opinions and things like that, but no one can sort of say you're being something you're not, or you're lying, because if you're just being you and being honest in whatever you do, that's just you. So there's actually nothing they can really attack, because you know, you're just being you and you're being truthful to you. So if they go, oh, you know, that's rubbish, you're trying to scam people, well, you know you're not. Hopefully you're not, but you know you're not, and so what does it matter what they say? Because you're, you know, the people who really care and the people who respect you and appreciate you, family, friends, even people around the world who kind of said respect and follow you, then they know the truth. So it doesn't really matter what these other people say at all. And when it comes to people say, oh, you know, that's just a front, they're not really like that. Again, you know you're being you, so there's nothing to fear, because you're being yourself. You know, there is nothing. They don't have any sort of power, and so pretty much by being yourself, you might potentially polarize some of your public or your audience by being, you know, you, and that means not trying to please everyone. If you know, have a firm viewpoint on something, obviously I don't necessarily mean be overly offensive to everyone, but you know, don't hold back and sort of try to please everyone by watering yourself down. Be yourself, and if that means you have an opinion on something, you have an opinion on it. Remember, it's an opinion. You know, you're not saying it's fact, it's your opinion. If you don't, and again, you know, obviously, you know, be wary of being offensive and being, you know, just being a good, nice human being. You can have an opinion without being offensive, but you know, you don't have to just agree to absolutely everything and be like, you know, no, if you particularly don't like something, you know, there's nothing wrong with saying that, as long, you know, as long as you say it in a polite and sort of well articulated way, and that's fine, because it's an opinion, and then people can't attack you for it. You know, the power people have sort of against you disappears because it's you just being you. Simple as that. So it's maybe a little bit monologue-y as well, but I just wanted to kind of get that point across by so whatever your mess, your life problems, your sort of dysfunctionality, use that to your strength as your message. You know, sort of, you know, I'm living with X, this problem, this issue, I've kind of gone through this, now my printer's starting to print, but you know, I'm going through these different things. Yeah, that's just me being me. I'm not trying to hide anything, and then turn your mess into your message. That way it gives you that power, because you're not letting the mess kind of control you or mess you up or have any sort of negative effects on you. You're using it as a strength. And nice loud printer. Wow. And but the point, you know, it's so therefore the benefits are a millionfold. So that's pretty much it. That's my point. So I'd love to hear, you know, what you think of this. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. But you know, if you've sort of had sort of attempted to be yourself, if you've had any sort of negative experience, or whether you found it kind of enlightening and just like free, you know, it's a great feeling once you start being yourself and not caring about what other people think and their opinion. Really, suddenly it's very makes you feel a lot lighter and a lot better, and I recommend it to absolutely everyone. Not easy initially, because it's, especially, you know, as that we've culturally been used to just sort of hiding, particularly in England, hiding emotions and being a male, so hiding emotions and kind of hold all that back. But I think just letting things out and sharing things, and not being closed off, just being open and honest, then it's amazing. It's sort of counterintuitive, but it's very powerful. So for that, I will leave you. Today, I'd love to hear any kind of experience you've had, good or bad, with that in the comments. Smash like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.